What's going on, family? It's your guy, Derrick P. Wells. And first, I want to let you know how grateful we are that you participated in Ignite Your Dream 2023. I trust that you have been actively working with the lessons and that you are seeing the fruit of your labor. Many of you asked if we would be releasing the conference, and of course the answer is yes. All I ask is that you enjoy it, put it to work, and share it with somebody else. And for those of you interested in our upcoming programs, we've got something special. It's called the 7 Keys to Unlock Your Potential. And again, I only have one ask, and that ask is that you will share the link with your network so that they can be blessed as you're being blessed. Again, we appreciate your time and commitment to becoming the very best version of your amazing self. Now, enjoy. Peace and blessings. What's going on, amazing people? It's your guy, Derrick B. Wells, and of course, it's a joy to welcome you to the Ignite Your Dream Conference 2023. We have been planning and making sure that we're on point so that you can live into your dream. I'm so excited to get into this content, and so without any further ado, I'm just ready to lock in. I know you are as well. So here's what I want to know. By show of hands, how many of you have discovered that life is too short to spend it playing small by living without your dream? By show of hands, if this is you, then we're excited to just support you in making the most of your dream, because here's what we recognize. The ability to embrace our dreams and work through those steps and to make plans for the accomplishment of those dreams is a master skill. And here's the good news. Anybody can develop it. That means you right here, right now, have what it takes in order to be able to do it. Developing this skill will help you ensure that you make the most of the potential God has placed in you. So let's just quickly talk about what our dreams are. Your dream is not just about what you achieve. Your dream is about who you become in the process. And many people don't realize that their dream is the point of origin because they overlook the gravity of what's seeking to be made manifest through them. And so I want you to know that your dream emerges from the divine recognition that you can have more, do more, be more, and give more. Your dream will always be consistent with that which you and you alone have been destined to bring to the world. The question you have to ask yourself is, what is my dream and what will be impacted by my making it manifest? Because the minute you settle for less, you wind up getting less than you settled for. So I want to challenge you to lock in and not settle for less than your dream. Igniting your dream begins here with your thoughts. Whether you call it a thought, a desire, an impulse, or whatever you call it, your dream is first a seed that's planted in your mind through your thoughts. I want you to put this in your notes. My thinking is what my thoughts are fed. See, our brains endow us with the ability to see our thoughts in the form of pictures. And so whether the thought seed is fuzzy or super clear, we can build these thoughts into compelling pictures of the future. And so your dream is really just your compelling picture of your preferred future. And so it begins with what we focus on. The mind, your mind, seeks to support you so that your thoughts and your dreams are constantly creating the life you desire and deserve. But the key to thought is that it enables us to bring our desires closer to us, and it helps us move into that compelling future. Put this in your notes. People may not seem perfect, but we all work perfectly. And here's what I mean. I mean our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions are always producing a specific result. And the thing we have to determine for ourselves is whether those results are consistent with our dreams. And so if up to this point, my thoughts, my beliefs and my actions have not produced my desired result or helped me manifest my dream, then it's time to shift up so that I can begin to hold the thoughts and the beliefs and take the actions that help me more consistently manifest my dream. Because you know, like I do, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So in order to ignite your dream, it's going to take the consistent power of your focused thought. Here's the second thing that's a part of the secret sauce. It's going to take belief. People so often develop limiting beliefs about what they are and what they're capable of. And because we haven't succeeded in the past, we sometimes find ourselves believing that we won't be able to succeed in the future. And as a result of these past failures, or as a result of some previous fear or pain, we begin to unconsciously focus on our limitations. If this is you, one of the things that you have to begin to do is shift into a more powerful belief. Because like all of us, we sometimes collect many reference points for the pain and the failure, and as a result, we begin to assemble beliefs that support those reference points. But here's what I want you to know. There is a word I want you to take with you today, and that word is praxis. Praxis, P-R-A-X-I-S. And praxis is the integration between our beliefs and our behavior. And so as you're committing yourself to igniting your dream, one of the things I want to encourage you to do, and I want to equip you to do, is to make sure that your beliefs are in support of your dreams. There was an amazing study that was done in 2007. And in this study, the researchers told half of the cleaning staff of this hotel that as they were going through their workday in these 7 hotels, half of the staff was told that the work that they were doing day in and day out was leading to weight loss. It was meeting the minimum standard requirement for their weight and size, and it was enabling them to lose weight. They told the other half of the crew that their work was just their work and that nothing was changing as a result of the work that they were doing as they were going about their everyday workaday life. And here is what they found from this research in this study. They found that the group who was told that their work was active enough and intense enough for them to begin losing weight, they began to lose weight. And so what they found was that their beliefs that they were losing weight impacted their physical body, and they eventually began to lose weight. And so I don't know about you, but if you told me that if I believe I can lose weight by doing the same stuff I do every day, and my belief is powerful enough to help me lose weight, then I start losing weight because I believe I can. So I encourage you to begin to shift your belief as a catalyst for helping you to ignite your dream. Here's another critical piece in what it's going to take to ignite your dream. And that piece is clarity. Clarity. Say it with me. Clarity. Clarity is an element of intention, right? Clarity is an element of intention. Clarity refers to the vividness with which we see something in our imagination. So I'm not sure about you, but perhaps you've had the experience where as you were holding your dream, some of the pieces seemed fuzzy, or what it would take would seem fuzzy, or the process perhaps you weren't as clear on. And as you are working through this process of living into your dream, it's absolutely critical that you become more and more clear, that you begin to see more and more vividly what it is you want. So this takes your intention and your focus to the next level. See, our brains cannot tell the difference between something we vividly imagine and something we've actually experienced. So with enough emotional intensity and repetition of clarity, our nervous system will begin to experience something as real, even though it has never occurred. So simply through using the power of your imagination to become more and more concise and clear about bringing your dream into manifestation and what it will feel like when you're having it and what it looks like when you're driving it or what it feels like when you're experiencing it will actually support you in bringing that preferred state into your present reality. As someone once said, if you don't know where you're going, you'll probably end up somewhere else. And so clarity helps us carve a path into where it is we're going. And clarity also feeds our motivation and activates the various mental laws to work on our behalf. So you want to make sure that you are clear. Here's the fourth thing you want as a part of your toolkit to help you ignite your dream, and it is expectation. Say it with me, expectation. What causes one person to be in a positive state and another one to be in a negative state? See, it's our attitude that determines our expectations. And the expectations you hold for yourself and your life are very, very powerful. Your dreams, on the other hand, are intended to discourage you from falling into the habit of settling for average. And so when I align my expectations with my dreams, I am in the process lifting myself up psychically, energetically, mentally, emotionally. I am lifting myself up out of an average existence by holding my dream and expecting it to come to pass. I am putting myself into a higher vibration, even though in the moment that I am in that vibration, the thing hasn't even happened yet. But it's my energy and vibration and my belief and my thought and my expectation that begin to help make it so. So when it comes to igniting your dream, you will not only have to overcome the weight of some external oppositions, you'll also have to navigate the gravity of your own seeming limitations. And one of the ways you do that is by holding a higher expectation. Wonderful teacher named Eileen Cady said, expect your every need to be met. She said, expect the answer to every problem. She said, expect abundance on every level and in every area. Hold the highest expectation for what you will be able to experience as you get to do, be, and have those things that are consistent with your dream. And now, expectation also means holding on to it until it appears. In the Far Eastern, when Far Easterners plant a bamboo tree, they spend the first 5 years caring for and watering that bamboo tree with no evidence that a bamboo tree exists beneath the surface. But then something amazing happens about 5 weeks into that 5th year. What appeared to be nothing grows into a 95-foot tall tree in just a matter of weeks. And it happens not because of what happened in the 5th year, but it happens because of the expectations that were held with each tilling of the soil, with each feeding of the water. So the expectation is also that you and I will do whatever is necessary in order to bring our dream to pass, even though the thing does not appear yet. So let's imagine that we are planting a bamboo tree, and in order for us to experience the fullness of it, we've got to do everything that's required. we expect it of ourselves, and we expect it in the fulfillment of our dream. If we stick to it, what we'll find is that it eventually happens. Here is the final piece. The final piece, guys, after we have held the thought, after we have worked with our beliefs, after we have held our expectations, after we've done the things that we've talked about so far, the final piece is for us to take massive action. Here's what I want you to know. What keeps so many people back from living into their dream, one of the greatest obstacles for so many people when it comes to living into their dream, is that they're not willing to pay the price in what it takes in order to make it happen. So whether it's exertion or sacrifice, at the end of the day, we have to be willing to take the action, to put in the work in order to make it happen, right? Otherwise, what we'll find is that holding the positive thoughts without the actions never will fulfill the thinking. And so all growth, all progress, all advancement requires change. It requires work. It requires that we put ourselves into action, and it requires action in the right sequence. As with all things, sequence matters. One of the illustrations I love to use is that of baking a cake. And so you have your flours, you have your eggs, you have your cake batter, you have your icing. And if you put the cake batter in first and put the icing in right after the cake batter, what you're going to have is a bona fide, certified mess. Even though you took action, action out of sequence can produce the wrong result. And so I want to encourage you to be highly intentional about how you plan your work so that you can work your plan. The remedy to discouragement is then to work intelligently, right? And so I want to encourage you to make sure that you're working intelligently and not setting yourself up for discouragement by majoring in minor things, by focusing on the things and taking action on the things that do not matter. If you're familiar with the Pareto principle says that 20% of what you do will produce 80% of your outcome. I want you to plan out your sequence and focus on the 20% of things that you need to do as you're igniting your dream to position yourself to make that dream manifest. And when you do that and you put yourself into massive action, there is hardly anything that can stop the momentum you will develop as you commit yourself to taking massive action. So in closing, I want you to remember this. Work will always outperform whining. And you can wish for it or you can work for it. If you're willing to work for it, what you will find is that not only is it time to ignite your dream, but it's time to manifest your dream. And you can live into your dream. Your dream life is waiting. All you have to do is set yourself on fire. Amen and amen. I hope you enjoyed that presenter. And as I imagine you already know, the Ignite Your Dream Conference is just the beginning. We are launching our online community, and we know it as the CUT Collective. You can join the collective from anywhere around the world. And in addition to the dynamic lesson sermons you get each and every Sunday morning, you'll be able to get content that's created especially for you. And the next amazing offer we've got coming is our 7 keys to unlock your potential. And that series begins real soon. So sign up for the collective today and tell at least 5 friends. When you come to the collective, you get to come as you are, but I promise you, you won't stay as you are. There's no cost to join, and so it's easy to become a part. Let's go. Let's make great things happen.